Okay, so we'll start out then. Welcome to the return, the triumphant return of Try Again, the podcast that is also a movie club, meaning we are a group of friends that get together and we review movies. And then we try to also be funny when we do that. So that's the show. And I'm the host, Todd Perkins. So this is it's me right here that you're looking at, and my co-host. I hope, unless she quits, is Jessica Perkins, my lovely wife. Yeah,
I'm just trying to show up on the big screen. It's not working.
It's working for me.
It is? Oh, well, now I'm just taking up way too much attention.
Nope. Just the right amount. And then I'm going to try to get him to be host of the show. I don't think it's going to work. I think he's just going to be on for tonight. Our special guest, Stephen Comstock, returning.
Hello.
Yeah.
Did that work?
It did work. It was beautiful. Okay. We are the original three that started the show, and we're kind of, I guess, rebooting it or something. We're going to figure that out as we go. But we're going to brand this as season 2 of the show, and we're planning on doing a handful of episodes. At this point, the plan is to do 8 episodes of the show and then take a break for an indefinite amount of time. So yeah, what have we been doing in the past year? Jess and I had a baby, and we have not slept. That's the thing that we haven't been doing. But it's been an experience. It's been an experience. Very exhausting experience. Okay, that's all I have to say about the intro to the show. So the movie that we're going to be doing this week. So each week we do a movie, and we talk about that movie. We give it a review, and then again we try our best to be funny. It's almost funnier when we are not funny, if you think about it.
Makes sense.
It did, totally. Okay. So the movie this week is Thor Ragnarok. That's the newest Thor movie. Jess and I watched it in preparation for Avengers Infinity War, which is coming out. Avengers Infinity War, which releases in a few weeks. I forgot the day. I'm not super concerned about the day. But yeah, that's coming out soon. So we watched it in preparation. We thought, hey, let's start the podcast back up and review this movie because we have things to say about it. So what we're going to do is start out with reviewing the movie. And what I want you to do is give it a score out of 10 and with no spoilers. Okay, so you can give it your brief review with no spoilers. And then we're going to go into the spoilery version of the review where we say things that specifically happened in the movie. Okay, so Jess, since we haven't heard your voice in a long time, since you were the first to quit the show in season 1,
because I was the first to realize how much it sucked.
Yeah, exactly. So what's your review of Thor? What's your score and your general thoughts?
Sorry, I'm watching you on my phone and you're going like this, so I was making fun of you, but you're not doing that right now, so it doesn't make sense.
It's like the episode of 30 Rock when Jack's on TV and he doesn't know what to do with his hands and he's just like moving them around.
Anyways, I haven't really thought about my review. I should have. I think
That's the podcast.
I think I would go with 8.25. And I really liked it. It was very enjoyable, especially for a Thor movie. I don't usually like Thor because he's kind of boring. And yeah, it was enjoyable to watch, but it kind of felt a little bit weird at times. I wasn't watching a Thor movie, which is why I liked it. So I don't know. It's hard to review, if that makes sense, because I liked it because it wasn't Thor, but then it was weird because it wasn't Thor, if that makes sense.
What do you mean by wasn't Thor?
Like,
it's not like the other two?
Yeah, it felt like it was Thor trying to be Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, it was just kind of like funky and quirky, and yeah, it was actually funny and enjoyable. So, I don't know. Is that general enough review?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we're looking for.
Forced.
Forced.
Looking Thor. Get it, guys?
Yeah. 5 out of 10. Okay, Steven, what's your feeling on the Thor?
I liked it a lot. This was probably my favorite Marvel movie in a really long time. So I'm gonna give it a 9.5.
Dang.
There wasn't anything I didn't like about it. And almost all of the movie was enjoyable. I can't think of a part where I thought that part was dumb or this part was not good. I mean, the only thing I can say is I kind of wish it was even longer. Like some of the parts I wish were.
That's what she said.
Nice. Just like I really like the Hulk battle where he fought Hulk in the arena. That was really cool. They did change Thor a lot from in this one compared to the other ones. This movie was basically a comedy.
Yeah.
You know, it was just funny the whole time. And I like that they did that with Thor. They don't take him too seriously. You know, he's in the comics and stuff. He's a much more serious character. But in this, he's kind of goofy and he, does things that are kind of nerdy or like oafy, and stuff like that. And I don't know, man, I thought this movie was great. There wasn't anything about it that I really didn't like. Maybe in my perception, then a 9.5 might even be low. It might have been even a 10.
What? No.
There was nothing about it I didn't like, so why not?
Hey, yeah. Hey, that's fair. That's fair, man.
All right.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm probably closer to Jess on this one. I really liked it, but the whole time, I don't know, I might have to watch it again. Like it threw me off that it was funny, like we've seen two I thought Thor 1 was pretty entertaining, and then I thought Thor 2 was pretty meh. That was like
Thor 2 was definitely the most meh of all the pretty much all the Marvel movies.
Oh yeah, it was bottom. It was like Iron Man 3 status, or like
maybe a little better than that, but
yeah, it's true. There's Tony Stark in that movie, so even if the plot sucks. Yeah, I really liked it. I don't know. I wondered the whole time. I was like, would I like this more if it didn't have the humor in it? But here's the thing about the humor though. It's funny.
Yeah. The jokes were solid, man.
Yeah. I didn't think a single joke failed to land.
Yeah.
Everything was funny. It was what they intended it to be for sure. But also the plot was really cool. I thought it was like one of the more interesting plots of Thor movies. I don't want to spoil it yet, but I will.
Be warned.
But speaking of, okay, that's my review. I'm going to give it an 8.25, just like Jess. But I really enjoyed it, but I was like just distracted by the how Thor turned into Star-Lord all of a sudden. It was like we have Thor is a boring guy, like 4 movies of Thor being super bland, and then he turns into Star-Lord.
I wouldn't say he turned into Star-Lord, but he was. I mean, it is kind of, they are bringing the movies together.
Yeah.
For the Infinity War movie. So it kind of makes sense that it's kind of going in that direction.
Yeah.
I kind of thought that too.
What's that?
I kind of thought that too. Like, I feel like the Avengers have had like an influence on him. So he's, evolving and becoming.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And not only that, but of all the Avengers, Thor, besides the Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor is the only one that's not from Earth. So he is the closest thing to being sort of like Guardians of the Galaxy, just at least from a different world.
Yeah.
That's true.
Space is funny. I think that's what Marvel's trying to teach us.
Space is quirky.
Space is quirky and
Not
funny.
Be scared. Don't be scared of space. It's hilarious.
More like Spaceballs than Star Trek. That's what real space is like. Okay, so we all agree it was a great movie. So I think unless you hate superheroes so bad and you hate space comedy, you're probably going to like it if you haven't seen it yet. You probably have seen it yet if there's any potential for liking it. So anyway, good movie. I got an echo going on. Where's this echo coming from?
Not me. I'm good.
Okay. You know, maybe I'm hearing it's like Jess's mic is outputting the
that usually
audio.
happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it happened with that headset. Maybe
Jordan says his friends call him Star Jord.
Star Jord, that is awesome.
I don't think that's true, though. I think he's just making that up.
So, Triers, what did you give the movie? We're live right now, so you can comment. We can talk about your review on there. What did you give it? You can post in the comments real quick.
All three of you.
So, going into spoiler territory, there's a scene where Thor fights Hulk, all right? Which I think super dumb to have that in the trailer.
Yeah, they blew it. They usually that's par for the course though, dude. They always blow the coolest scenes in trailers.
That would have been like,
yeah, dude. I would have pooped myself if I saw it.
Oh my gosh, yeah. My poop would have pooped itself.
I didn't see the trailer, so I was like super excited.
Oh, cool.
It was like as if they hadn't done that and ruined everybody's lives. So it was cool.
I know my 9.5 got reduced to an 8.25 because of that. It looks like Jordan gave it an 8. I thought Jordan didn't watch any superhero stuff. Jordan says I liked it. I usually don't care about superheroes.
He usually hates the superhero movies, but like I said, dude, I really think that this was the best Marvel movie they made since maybe Avengers 1, which was pretty good.
Yeah,
when it first came out. And it's similar to that style of movie too. You had Thor in it, you had Loki in it, you had Hulk in it, you had what's his face? Wizard Man.
Oh, Doctor Strange. Dr. Sherlock.
Yeah, Dr. Sherlock Strange.
Megan, our friend Megan gives an 8.
Nice.
Jordan's our friend too, if I didn't qualify that. Some guy named Jordan gives it an 8, but our friend Megan also gives it an 8.
Our enemy Jordan gives it an 8, and does to our friend Megan.
Oh, the times are good. The times are good. So, the Hulk thing, that bothered me. I also saw a trailer for Infinity War, and Thor had an eye patch, and I knew that he was going to get his eye gouged out.
Oh, Thor had an eye patch.
Yeah. Thor had an eye patch.
You said Hulk for some reason.
No, not Hulk. I said Thor.
Okay.
With my words when I was talking.
Cool.
Okay, so Megan says Matt Damon was her favorite part. That was pretty hilarious.
That was good too.
That was a very funny cameo.
People that were doing that little sketch thing too. You're a sketch.
You're a sketch.
What?
He's got dissed. Yeah, the little bit. Oh, another review coming in. Our friend Rob gives it 8.87. That's high rankings from Rob there.
I forgot who else was doing that thing though, but there was other famous people in it too besides Matt Damon.
Oh,
I think
really?
Thor's brother was doing it, or his real brother, like Chris Hemsworth's brother.
Oh, really?
Liam?
Maybe. I don't know their names.
Hemsworth. The other guy that looks like a wrestler.
Yeah.
What?
That guy was born to be a freaking wrestler or actor. I guess they're the same thing, but you know what I'm saying though, with that hair, that long hair.
I don't think his hair is permanent, dude. I think
that's a wig. A bad wig.
No, you're born like that. It stays about this long your whole life.
Because wrestlers' hair is permanent. They can't.
Exactly. And it's always wet. It's always wet, Did you know, weird fact about wrestling, Stone Cold Steve Austin actually wore a bald wig. Wait,
what?
Do you call it a wig?
What?
Totally.
Bald cap?
Look it up on Wikipedia. Anyway, any other favorite parts or least favorite parts?
My favorite part was when Thor got his hair cut, because I hate his stupid long hair.
Wrestler?
Yeah, I hate wrestler hair. So that was awesome.
New question. If Thor was a wrestler, what would his special move be? Just kidding.
Something Gosh of Thunder chair. I don't know. He makes a chair. His chair acts like a hammer, so he puts his arm out and the chair comes to hit somebody with it.
So my favorite part of the movie was all the jokes, like we were talking about.
They're good.
I loved the get help.
Oh, yeah.
Get help in the elevator. That was amazing.
That was really funny. That was
I liked the rock dude. I forget his name.
Oh yeah, the guy with the New Zealand accent.
Yeah, he was awesome. I liked. I really liked when he met when him and Hulk were talking in Hulk's like little room, and they had like their argument. Oh, that was the best. That was the best, man. He calls him baby arms. He's like, trying to walk away. Baby arms.
Yeah, Hulk was really funny in that. They gave him some great lines.
I don't know why he doesn't have his own movie yet. He stole it in Avengers. He stole it in this.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
It might be like a licensing thing. Maybe the trying to speak to that.
I think it's just because the first two Hulk movies failed so miserably that they.
Well, they're owned by like Fox, right? I think it's along with like Deadpool and stuff.
The second Hulk movie was supposed to tie into Avengers. They even had Tony Stark at the end.
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
The Ed Norton one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
He walks in and
Tony Stark?
he talks to the general. What's his name? General Ross. And he tells him they're putting a team together.
Huh. Dude.
It's true.
I totally spaced out on that one. I thought that the Ed Norton Hulk was pretty cool. I like Ruffalo's though. You know, I think we don't see much Ruffalo, right? It's mostly Hulk. Megan says, I almost didn't want to see it because of the hair.
Oh, classic Megan.
Cut his hair?
Because his hair, what?
She doesn't like, she liked the long hair because she's weird.
Oh, the
Shout out
wrestler
to
hair.
Megan.
Also, why is the wrestler's hair always wet? Is it because he's supposed to be really sweaty? Is that a wrestling
Are
thing?
we talking about wrestling?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ever seen wrestling?
What else were we talking about, Jess?
Yeah, come on.
Well, I thought
this movie review is an excuse to talk about wrestlers.
you were referring to him as the wrestler.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jordan says that he liked when Thor was talking to Satan or whatever and was slowly spinning on that rope thingy. That was good too.
That was funny. I like that.
One of my favorite parts was the Led Zeppelin song a couple times throughout the movie.
Yeah.
That was a perfect song. Great song already, but you know, it goes with like Norse mythology and everything and Vikings and stuff.
Also, I like the part where Doctor Strange makes Loki fall through that hole. And then they had that whole scene with like Thor and Doctor Strange talking. And then when Loki reappears, you realize he's been falling for the whole time they were having that conversation.
I've been falling for 30 minutes, said he.
Also, the first thing I thought of when he said that was Bill and Ted's Bogus.
I know. And then they stop screaming and start again. Oh my god!
Think? Yeah.
I gotta watch that movie again. That's when I was a kid. That was one of my favorite movies of all time, man. So funny. Crap, I was gonna bring up something that I like, but I actually thought the story was really cool. Like we talked about all the specific parts, but like the plot itself was cool. That like Thor's sister was super powerful, like more powerful than Thor probably. And she teamed up with her dad, and they just massacred a bunch of people or planets or something. And that's how they got Asgard. And Thor's dad covered it up.
Right.
And banished her or something. And so she comes back to reclaim Asgard, and she's all, bad Asgard about it. Yeah.
You say that whole thing just so you could say bad Asgard?
Yeah, pretty much. I really you like my warm-ups to my 3 out of 10 jokes. Yeah. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna end on a 3. But I thought she was a really good actress, really good character. You know, it was an interesting plot, and I don't know, it was a cool villain, like a surprise sister. You know, I thought
There
it
was
cool.
also, it was cool every single time she would do her head thing, and then the
Yes,
spikes would come out.
like, oh, it's there. Oh no, it's
Never
spikes.
failed to impress me every single time.
Also, what's her power that she gets spikes out of anything?
She shoots spikes out
Something about spikes.
spikes.
There will be spikes.
Also, apparently she didn't die because she got like impaled a couple of times, and she just seemed to kind of brush it off.
Yeah.
Classic superhero. Like,
Yeah.
not making sense, but we accept it.
Yeah. I know, it's always like if they don't spell it out, this person is dead for sure, then you know you assume that they're not dead, you know. But sometimes if they say they're dead for sure, then they're not dead. So yeah.
I also really liked, just speaking of superheroes and how they're like all powerful and never have weaknesses and super boring. I liked how Thor lost his hammer and then got the lightning eyes. That was cool because it was cool to see him like have a weakness, like feel like he was like not strong, and then to like find his real energy or whatever. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
I agreed. That was cool. I know, really just segue into something. I thought it'd be funny to not do that.
It worked for me. 7 out of 10.
Thanks, man. That was better than my actual words.
Your silent jokes, the jokes where you say nothing, are better than the ones.
You're so funny when you sit there and you say nothing. That's what they all say. Okay. So does anybody else have anything to say about it before we go into our questions segment? Where we try really hard to be funny. Anybody?
No.
All
Any
right.
other parts that anybody liked?
Triers. Sorry, I was calling on the triers.
You can call on the triers.
But no, they didn't respond.
Well, it takes I think there's a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, there's like
Steven, they didn't respond. They're dead to me, okay?
Your lips are out of sync, Jesse.
Ugh.
It's like a old karate movie or something.
Stop.
You see this, Steven? You see this? Okay. It's funny to me. It's funny to me. Okay, moving on. I'm not trying to make it the sloppiest show ever, but whatever, it's happening. So this next segment we're going to do is we ask each other questions related to the movie. Hypothetical goofiness is what we're going for here. So who shall start? Jessica, why don't you start with your question?
I know people disagree with me about the haircut, but I feel like the haircut made Thor just better. I don't know how. Probably, well, hotter and then better in other ways also. Probably. So, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm distracted.
Also, that part was awesome where he threatened, what's his name? Stan Lee, about cutting his hair. And then he's like, please, sir, don't cut my hair.
That was great.
Oh, so sad.
Reader question.
So what superhero or just like character from a like bad A show or something would be cooler with a haircut? Todd?
You gotta call him some.
Daryl from Walking Dead.
Daryl.
That is not even true.
Picture him with
How
short
can
hair.
you
It's
say
funny.
that Thor's hair long is lame, but then you like Daryl's hair? It's the same haircut.
No, it's not. Daryl's hair
sort
is
of
just
is.
like generic
Long.
white trash guy hair.
Eh.
Like you got. That's what happens if you don't do your hair.
Okay, so God of Thunder long hair,
Wrestler.
gross. White
Wrestler.
trash, sweaty, probably really smelly dude hair, good.
No, not gross. Not that it was gross. It was just stupid looking.
Like a wrestler.
Like a it was cheesy. So the
Alright.
haircut made it better. Daryl's is stupid looking, but it makes him look like he doesn't care, and it's part of the.
I think Daryl's hair is fine. My point is, imagine him with short hair. It's kind of funny. That's all.
It'd be
He had short hair on the first season.
It would be horrible.
Oh yeah, he does have short hair. He looks like an idiot, doesn't he?
Was it that short though?
I think
it's pretty short.
Oh, Jordan is saying, should we do reader questions? Should we invite people to submit their questions now, and we will read them after this segment?
We can do that. Reader questions. Sure.
My phone died.
If you have any questions that you would like to pose to us of the podcast, go for it now. Tryers. Okay.
Steven.
Mine is Hulk with a beard. Awesome, dude.
Yeah. I wonder if there's anything like the anybody's ever done that.
There is. That's
oh, really?
I saw it the other day, yeah. There's a comic where anyways.
Oh, yeah.
It's a comic about how Hulk has a beard, and it's
there's actually lots of bearded Hulk pictures.
Is there?
Yeah.
See?
Oh, I wish I could share it on my screen. I probably could, but
you could just hold your phone up to the thing like I'm doing. See?
Hey, look at that.
Oh yeah.
Daryl with the Thor haircut.
You got to talk while you're.
I was
a
little bit trying.
I can probably share my screen or something. I'm gonna screw it up if I do that. I'm not even gonna do it. Anyway, yeah, there's pictures. If you image search Hulk with a beard, then you'll see.
I accidentally typed in Hulk with a Bears.
Is he wearing a Bears jersey?
I gotta build a bear Hulk.
Oh,
that was amazing.
Anyways, my answer to the question is, and I haven't watched Walking Dead for a few months, so it could have happened already, but Coral, he needs a haircut.
Oh, yeah,
that's true.
Anything.
Yeah, he has some pretty ugly hair, I gotta say. Even though he doesn't have white trash looking hair like Daryl, his hair just looks like
dumb.
It just looks dumb.
Yeah. Come on,
Coral.
They tried to cover it up with that hat, and the hat is even dumber.
Yeah.
I like the hat. I think he looks okay as long as he has the hat on. Once the hat comes off, he looks like a total idiot. That's my opinion on the Coral. But you know what? Who knows? He might even be dead now. I haven't watched it for a few episodes.
One can only hope.
Okay, Steven, your question. Oh no, Jess, your answer to your own question.
I just did, remember?
Oh yeah. All right. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I don't know. For those of you just listening to the show, those one of you, hi, how you doing? I'm Todd. I moved my hands. That's what Steve was laughing at. I moved my hands in a silly way. Okay. Steven, what's your question?
My question is, if Tony Stark gave you an Avengers nickname like he does to Hulk and Thor, Thor's was Point Break, which is awesome, and Hulk's was Strongest Avenger, which is also awesome because it's another diss to Thor, and a nickname at the same time. What would your nickname be if Tony Stark gave you a nickname? Also, what would our nicknames be? Todd.
No sun.
What?
Because I don't go out in the sun.
Oh, for yourself.
No, I wasn't saying no, son. Like you're trying to talk to me.
No,
and I was refusing. Yeah. No, I'm saying no S-U-N, as in I don't go out in the sun.
Okay. I thought you meant no son, like as in, I was like, dude, I have a son. You have a son. Your wife also has a son. What are you talking about?
We all have sons. We are 3 people with sons. Yeah, well, maybe there's a better way to word that. That wasn't as whatever it was.
Okay, no son.
No son for me. Jess is sneezy because she has allergies right now.
Nice. Sneezy Avenger.
You dug really deep for that one.
and Steven his bicep because he likes to show off his biceps.
No, I don't.
He loves it.
This is great. I mean, if anybody here listening, if you can find him on Facebook, he's got this picture where he's showing off his bicep with his friends with smaller biceps, and Steven's looks. It's a sizable bicep, but it's so much bigger in comparison to the friends. It's
That's
hilarious.
so insulting to his friends.
Oh, they're not listening. They don't care about the show. But I mean, you look at the picture. It's there's a big difference. There's a big difference. I didn't expect you to comment on that, Steven. I mean, bicep. All right, Sneezy, what's your response?
For myself, I think, I was thinking about it all night while I was like eating dinner, after eating dinner, eating snack after snack after snack. And so I was thinking snack bar. Like how he calls Loki reindeer games or whatever.
Nice.
He'd call me snack bar because I can't stop eating. And for Todd, it would be I don't even know. I didn't think of Todd. Stevens would be Schwarzenegger. Sorry. Todd would be hottest Avenger by so far. All
really,
of those
though?
words would
Have
be.
you seen the other Avengers?
Well,
I like how you're laughing at the own diss you just gave yourself.
Yeah. I mean, they're all like male models, except for Ruffalo. Ruffalo looks like a normal guy, but all the rest of the guys are just like ripped.
Well, I'm imagining our own group of Avengers. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, hottest. It works.
Okay. I'll accept that. Steven?
All right. Mine for Jess, I gave the Sleepy Avenger.
Yes.
And then for Todd, I gave the Inside Avenger for the same reason why you said no sun.
Oh, yeah. Inside Avenger. Oh, let's go fight this guy. Oh, crap. I can't. He's out. Is he outside?
He's outside. My weakness.
I'll just wait right around this corner indoors. As soon as he comes in, I'll
wait outside in the shade for him to come around this corner.
I got like a little cloak that I pull over my head and I run through the sun. Like a little poncho. Poncho, that could be my name. That was good. That was good.
And I didn't come up with one for myself. So, sorry.
Weak.
And going back, okay. Jordan says Ruffalo is hot.
He is. Have you ever seen 16
our friend
going on
Lisa
30?
is watching. Oh, what?
I was just saying 16 going on. Wait.
13 going on 30.
That one.
13 going on 30. Where he plays like the guy that gets friend zoned guy. And then
I don't think I've ever seen Mark Ruffalo in another movie besides Marvel movies.
13 going on 30 is good.
He's in it. It's a really good movie. It doesn't necessarily make it great, but it's a good movie. No, it's not. It's not his performance that makes it a good movie. It's like it's just cute Rocco kind of a thing. Lisa says, I have no clue what you're talking about because I am not a moviegoer. However, I love your laughs. Thanks, Lisa. Okay. Jordan says Bigfoot with no hair would be freaking terrifying in response to Jess's question.
True.
Bigfoot. Yeah, never mind. I can talk about Bigfoot. All these pictures of him, you see him, and he's just like, walking around naked in the wilderness. But,
I
anyway.
saw a picture on the internet the other day. It was Bigfoot riding the Loch Ness Monster.
That sounds fun.
That would be a good superhero.
Yeah. Okay. Next question is going to be me. And my question is one with a question mark at the end. And the question is, okay. So let's say you take over the arena. So maybe it's post. What's that city called? Something? Crapsville? Star?
Scar.
Scar. You take over Scar. And you're in
Sakaar. That's what it was. Sakaar.
Okay. So you're taking over Goldblum's position. What was his name even? The overseer?
Grandmaster.
Grandmaster. So you're the new Grandmaster. And you can have fights in your giant arena. So who do you pick? Who do you pick to fight against each other in your arena? Titans. Who are your Titans? Steven, who are your Titans?
Crap, I should have thought of something. Okay. I'm going to go with some of the classics. Can I do multiples?
You can do whatever you want, man. Do it.
All right. I'm going to go with some of the classics, such as The Terminator versus RoboCop.
Ooh.
Good one.
That was a good one. It was an 8 out of 10.
Just in case you guys weren't sure.
You keep telling yourself that.
Also, the Hulk versus Superman, which would be cool.
Ooh.
I don't know, man. There's a ton of them.
All right.
That's what I'm gonna go with.
All right. There's a ton of them. Stephen Goxtalk.
Also, in my world, a ton is 2.
Yeah, there's 2. Okay, Jess, what do you got? Who's fighting each other?
Okay, well, I don't know why I wasn't thinking superheroes. I was just thinking random weird people. So I got Gary Busey.
All right. I like where
and then
this is
I was
going.
trying to think of someone equally as weird and terrifying as him, and I thought of Tilda Swinton. Is that her name?
Oh, yeah, it is.
So
I don't know who that is.
she's just a terrifying looking person.
All right.
Anyways,
She looks like David Bowie, but a woman.
All right.
She looks like David Bowie. With
I was
AIDS.
gonna get
David
pictures.
Bowie with AIDS. David
Yeah.
Bowie with
Shh, don't say that. What if she has AIDS? And another thing I was thinking of was Gumby. And then I was trying to think of another like beloved 80s cartoon character, and I thought of Animal from the Muppets.
Aww.
Can you imagine Animal? He's all crazy and Gumby's all whoa, 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 you know?
Wait, do Gumby one more time.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's it.
He's not making fun of people with seizures. It's Gumby. It is Gumby.
That is going to be taken out of context and
Context.
that's a word, right?
Yeah, it was.
Why did you say that?
I don't know. It felt good. I'm still looking at David Bowie with AIDS, and it is such an accurate description of this person. Oh man, I should share my screen. You can imagine.
Oh, okay. I got a picture. This one's good.
Talk while you show it so we can see it.
This is my picture of Tilda Swinton. I don't know if you can see.
Dude, too much neck. Is her body like 80% neck?
There's a lot of neck. It's a lot of neck. Anyway, David Bowie with AIDS is perfect. That was a good one. 9 out of 10. So
you can't rate your own joke.
Like heck, I can. This is my podcast. I can do whatever I want.
Hey, it's our co-podcast.
All right, whatever. Till you quit. Okay.
Next week.
So after this train wreck of a show. Okay. So two people or beings fighting each other. I don't know why nobody thought of this, but obviously you're going to put the Grandmaster, Jeff Goldblum as the Grandmaster in there and all of his flamboyant glory. And he's going to face off against a T-Rex from Jurassic Park with the face of Dr. Ian Malcolm. Who is...
Of course, why didn't we think of that? Probably because we weren't tripping on acid when you asked the question.
Dr. Ian Malcolm being
Jeff
Goldblum's character from Jurassic Park. Come on, man.
Idiots.
10 out of 10.
We are idiots.
10 out of 10.
I'm not thinking of that.
Lisa said Christopher Walken fighting DC. That's a good one.
Good.
Also, they're on stilts.
Or
Okay.
maybe just Gary Busey fighting himself. That'd be cool.
2 Buseys. I don't know
Yeah.
if the world can handle that much.
I think they would just eat each other's faces. With his giant
Their
mouth.
arms would have to be tied behind their backs, and they can only attack each other with each other's faces.
Yeah, it's like 2 walkers from Walking Dead, just
There
going
you
at it.
Kind of like 2 T-Rexes fighting. It's basically the same
with
thing.
Jeff Goldblum faces.
With Jeff Goldblum's Gary Busey's face on a T-Rex.
Oh man, that is awesome. So I was laughing through your point, but I saw that you were pointing at the screen.
Yeah, I forgot that you have to talk to see, so nobody saw my point.
Didn't work.
Oh.
There you are. This is going great.
This is going well. You are, listener, you are enjoying the show. You are enjoying this show. Okay, next segment, moving on. I think we've done everything, right? We've given all of our things. The next segment we're going to do is the try again segment, wherein we talk about things that we've tried lately. And Jess is really interested in talking about crap. So why don't you tell us about your crap, Jess?
So I've been trying composting, which is super exciting. It's basically where you get like stuff and you put it in a pile and wait for it to rot. You don't use poop. Well, you can use poop. I actually read an article and it went through like areas of the house and things that you could compost.
The bathroom?
And yes, it was so gross. I'm not going to go into detail, but you can compost everything from the bathroom. Everything.
I get it. Poop.
Use your imagination.
Go.
Yeah, it's more than poop, but we won't go there. It's fun. I turned my pile today.
Yeah.
Turned all those moldy fruits over. It was really cool.
So what are you gonna do? You just use it for gardening later?
Yeah, it makes like really super awesome soil that makes things grow good. So, we live like on the scorched earth. So we have to have help in making things sprout from the ground.
Cool story.
Yeah, Steven, cool story, bro.
Have you tried anything recently?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I started using Audible a lot more, which is cool. So I was able to
program where you listen to books on your phone?
Yes. Yes.
Sorry.
I wasn't saying for me. I knew what he was talking about, but we have viewers. Viewers who don't know what Audible is.
It felt like a plug
commercial. The program that's only $14.95 per month. Or you can go with the platinum program for $22.95 per month.
So that's been cool. I don't know, man.
That's it. You don't have to list a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay.
Well, the triers only care about one thing. I said that. I've been doing I actually about a year ago, like the beginning of last year, I talked about on the podcast how I wanted to do more like 3D art, and I was getting into it, and I've gotten a lot more into it. I said I wanted to publish a game, and I did. I published a 3D game. It's not a very good game. I published it over the summer. It's got like 3 downloads.
What game?
I forgot.
You, Jess, and who else?
I didn't download it.
Oh.
Why would she play that crap? It was the one Pew Pew Boom, I think I called it. It was a clone of Asteroids, but in just with 3D art, It wasn't very good. But I did it. I made a 3D game, and I'm proud of that. So I've been doing that more, and it's a hobby, so I don't think I'm gonna make money off it, but it's fun. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah. Candace says, see, Jess, you do like to get your hands dirty. There's something.
Oh, yeah.
I don't understand.
Oh, it was that personality quiz we were taking, remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because Candace is a person that we know in real life, as are all of the people who've commented on our show's posts. And everybody who has ever watched or listened to our show. Okay. That's it for that. Let's wrap up then. So to review this week, Thor Ragnarok. We agree across the board. It is an awesome movie. We had people that have chimed in that are watching the show today that have said they like it even though they don't like superhero movies. So even with no context of previous Thor movies, you just want to watch a sci-fi fantasy kind of a movie. It's good. It's funny. It's probably something that everybody would like. Except for Brandon, who used to be on our show, who didn't like it.
What? Why? What is it not to like?
He didn't say anything to me. I'm just saying, he didn't like Wonder Woman that much. Okay, so moving on with life and this podcast, wrapping up. So as I said earlier, we're planning on doing like a seasonal format where we watch a certain number of movies. So we have like a show every week for about 8 weeks is what we're planning. And then we'll take a break for, I don't know, a month or two or whatever we want to do.
Probably another year.
Another year, according to Jess, I guess. We didn't discuss that. And so this is us discussing it right now. Yeah. So the next week's movie will be Young Frankenstein. So we'll be live on Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time.
Have you ever seen it?
No.
Really? Jess?
I think I've seen parts of it like 20 years ago or something. So
I mean, I've seen it a few times, but I haven't seen it in a long time. So it's a good one.
All right. Steven likes it. I don't really know what to expect. I know Gene Wilder's in it, right? I mean, I don't know how you
Gene
can
Wilder's
not like
in it.
that guy. He's just great.
Yeah, for real.
You know what? We did see a
Gene
movie
Wilder's
with him.
in it, and then another famous dude's in it, and I can't remember his name right now. Anyways, Simon's also famous.
What was that movie called that we watched with Gene Wilder that was like super weird?
something
Silver Bullet?
Yeah.
Silver Bullet or something like that.
Really?
It's him.
Gene Wilder's in Silver Bullet, the werewolf movie?
No.
What? No.
I'm thinking of something else. Bullet something. Bullet Train. It's got him and it's got, is it Sammy Davis Jr. or somebody?
I don't remember.
Anyway. It's going to be some black guy who looks nothing like him. I know it. Richard Pryor, that's who it was. Lots of people get them confused, They look totally the same.
Keep digging, man. Keep digging.
Anyway, in this movie, we tried to watch it, and it was like Gene Wilder trying to be all sexual and stuff and like serious. It was super weird.
It was so hard to watch.
It was really weird. We just turned it off. It was like, this is just, they don't show anything. They didn't say anything too foul. It was just so uncomfortable watching Gene Wilder try to be sexy. We just couldn't handle it. Okay. So yeah, Young Frankenstein is going to be next week. And yeah, so that's the deal. Remember that you can follow us on Facebook, search for Try Again Podcast. And then you can also find us on YouTube. If you search for Try Again Podcast on there, you can find the page. The YouTube channel is actually not Try Again Podcast. It's Wedge Case Games, named after Steven and I had a band a long time ago. It's named after that band.
Don't get into it, man.
I won't. But I tried to make a Try Again YouTube page, YouTube channel, and it got banned. I thought that they think I don't know why, but I made a movie, and then it permanently got banned. I tried to remake it, and they won't let me remake it. So
that's weird.
Because I think when I tried to go live, they thought like we were going to show an actual movie or something.
Oh, like stream movies?
Yeah. And then since I was in a popular channel, they didn't want to talk to me. They just were like, no, you're banned. Anyway, so that sucks. So yeah, look for it on YouTube. It's on there. That's the source of the stream. So if you want a more higher quality stream, that's a good place to go. All right, that's it. Thank you for tuning in, and we will actually see you next week.